you are a content creator or a designer, you really need to know about these 5 new Canva and Affinity features that for some reason nobody's talking about, and these, I believe, are a game changer. If you are a Canva user, you probably know that you can create and set your own brand kits. The brand kit section is located here on the left panel. You're gonna go to more and then click brand. As you can see, this brand kit has brand templates, logos, colors, and more. This is a premium feature, and the new feature here is that you can access your Canva brand kits within Affinity. Here I am logged in into my Affinity account. You will need to make sure that you are using exactly the same email address you used to create your Canva account when creating your Affinity account, so you can connect both accounts. Now, how do you access your brand kits from here? You're gonna go to the navigation bar on top, go to Window, and then from here, go to Canva, and then select Canva Brand Kits. This is going to open this new window, and as you can see, I have access to all the brand kits that I have on my Canva account. And this is pretty cool because I have access to all my assets, my graphics, photos, logos, and I also have access to my branded colors and fonts. Now, let's say that I want to change the color of this element to a branded one. Going here and then select my branded color, and it's as simple as that. And if you want to bring any of your assets to your Affinity design, simply drag and drop. This is going to definitely make your life easier because it is going to save you time and help you stay on brand. And now that we're talking about new features, I think you need to know about this. After Canva Create, Canva launched a bunch of new features. So we have compiled all of these new features into one document that you can access completely free. If you are interested, the link is in the description. The second feature I find so powerful. I cannot believe not more people is talking about this. It's crazy. This feature allows you to connect Claude to Affinity. So first, let me show you how to make the connection, and then I'll show you one example. You're gonna open your Claude account, go to this menu, go to Customize, and then from here we're going to browse plugins and then go to connectors. Search for Affinity. You can already see it in here. This is the one that you're going to install. In my case, I already installed it in my account, so I see this icon right here. But in your case, you should see a plus icon like this one. When you click on the plus icon on the Affinity box, you're gonna see something like this. I'm gonna click on the Chrome extension or the Chrome connector just to show you what happens. So you click on the plus icon, and then from here, click install. Of course, in your case, you're gonna do that with the plus icon on the Affinity option. Once you install your Affinity connector to Claude, you're going to close Claude and make sure that you quit the app. And then you're going to reopen the app. So here I have Claude, and I'm going to bring my Affinity window in here just to show you the example of what you can do with this connector. So I have here this document open, and I'm going to ask Claude the following. Okay, so here's my prompt. I believe it's pretty simple, but let's see if it works. So it says, please rename the layers on the Affinity design I have open. So make sure that you have a design open when you are giving the prompt to Claude. I have a doodle in each layer. You can see in here, each doodle in each layer. Identify the shape and give them the name of that shape. I'm going to submit this prompt, and I just want you to pay attention to the name of each of these layers. So that's why I have these two windows open at the same time. So let's see what's happening in here. Okay, so I can see that Claude can already view the 6 layers. So that's good. It is saying that it's a freehand curves / doodles. So good. we are on the same design. Okay, yes, I see that we are onto something. Yes, it has identified the shapes. Okay, we have new names on the layers, and I don't know if you paid attention, but my hands were not on the mouse or on the keyboard. Everything was done by Claude. And I also want you to pay attention to the name of each layer because it's actually on point. You can see in here flower, square, triangle, check mark. What else can we ask for? This is perfection. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about what you just saw? Do you like it? Are you going to use it? And also, please remember that Affinity is completely free to use. The third new feature I want to show you is also an integration, this time between Canva and Affinity, and it's going to save you a lot of time. I also find it very powerful and it has the brand kits involved as well. So I'm going to open again my brand kit window. I have it here. I'm in the graphics folder, and let's say that I'm so pleased with these doodles I just created and I want them to be part of my brand kit. I actually can do it right now. I have Affinity opened, and all you have to do is to, let's say, I'm gonna bring this flower. You just have to drag and drop your element to your brand kit. And then you will have this new window popping up, and then you can select the document type. You can either export this element as a JPEG, PNG, SVG, or WebP. I'm gonna go for SVG, and then you also have some advanced settings on the right hand side of this window. You can adjust them if you want. I'm going to leave them as they are just for the sake of this tutorial, and I'm gonna click export. This is going to take a couple of seconds, and now my element is saved in my brand kit. This one, I'll be able to use it in Canva. I'm gonna show you in a couple of seconds, but I just want to mention that this is a huge time saver. You avoid having to first download the file, save it on your computer, going to Canva, opening the brand kit, upload the design, rename it. All of those steps are done in just a couple of clicks and right within Affinity. Now, let me show you here. We are in this brand kit and we are in the graphics folder. So let me go back to Canva. Here I am in the editor. I'm gonna go to brand. This is the brand kit that I had opened in Affinity. So now let me go to graphics, and as you can see, here's my element. When I bring it to my design, I can stretch it and stretch it without losing the quality of the element because it is an SVG file. How cool is that? This feature has me really excited, but let me know, what do you think about it? The next new feature allows you to generate music and sound effects directly from Canva. I have here a little video editing, very short, and I would like to add a song, but I know it's pretty specific, so I prefer to simply go and generate it in Canva. So I'm gonna go to elements, and from here I'm going to describe my ideal music or soundtrack. Okay, so I believe the prompt is pretty basic, but let's see what do we get from it. Relaxing Turkish music, only instrumental. I'm going to then deploy this menu, select music, and as you can see, it is already generating my song. It took 2 minutes for this song to be generated, and I'm pretty curious. I want to see what's going on in here. The song, pay attention, it says instrumental and it is 2 minutes 40 seconds. So that's a lot. So let me click on the play button. Relaxing it is. I just want to bring it to my design. And here, what else do we have in here? I want to know if there is some of these Turkish notes in the song. So I'm gonna click on the song to bring it to my design. And pay attention in here because when you hover on the song, you have these 3 dots, which opens this menu, and you can regenerate the music and you can let Canva know if it was a good or bad result, or you can also report it as well. Now, let me just hear another section of the song. Okay, so I found something that may or not sound like Turkish music. If there is someone from Turkey, just let me know if it sounds Turkish. Remember that it is something very specific that I asked for. It was relaxing Turkish music, so we get what we asked for. The next feature allows you to add movement to your photos. So you can basically take a photo or any image and turn it into a video. And the results are quite shocking. To be honest, I really like these outcomes. So that's why I decided to put this feature on this video. So here I have this photo. I really like it because it was taken in a professional setting. And I was thinking that maybe I could use this photo to turn it into a video and then use that video in a reel. So I could add that video in the intro, maybe a little section of the video, or maybe at the end. So I'm gonna take the photo, click edit, and then from here, select image to video. Simple as that. You then have two options. You can let the AI choose the movements for you. So this is the smart option, or you can go for custom. I'm gonna go for this option, and I'm gonna go for a difficult prompt in my opinion, because I'm going to ask the AI to make me wave at the camera. And I'm saying that this is difficult because, as you can tell, you cannot see my hands. So I'm curious to see how is it going to generate my hands. Are they going to look creepy or not? Let's find out. So as you can see, a pretty simple prompt, and I just need to click on this button, generate 5-second video. And here's the result. I believe the hand is a little bit too big in comparison to the real one. And something that got my attention is that it actually saw that I have a watch. It changed it for something that looks like an Apple Watch, but still, like, I was not expecting to pick up this little detailing here. And I believe I can use this video on my reels. What do you think? And remember, we have compiled all the new Canva features in just one document that you can access completely free clicking here on the screen or the link in the description. On the other hand, if you enjoyed this video, remember to give me a thumbs up, and if you want to continue learning with us, remember to follow our channel. I think that's it for this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!